Okay, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age 2. And it turns out we don't have nearly as many spells to start out with as we did in the intro, which is definitely a good thing. We've actually only got one ability per character when you start out for real. And again, I don't know if we're just going to cut again and advance in time and I'll have more abilities, or whether we're just going to go from this point forward level by level, but I'll show you what we've got so far. My main character, who is a caster, has got just one ability, Mind Blast. That line that says physical force 6x, I'm guessing that's just a metric for how far the knockback is. I don't think this spell does any damage, because if you take a look at your second caster, she's only got one spell, and that's Fireball. And it's got both a line that says elemental force 2x and fire damage. So it does less knockback, but because Mind Blast doesn't have a damage entry, it looks like the original, it doesn't do any damage. And then our third character, our warrior, who's also by default going to be our tank, even though he doesn't have a shield, has only got Pommel Strike, which looks like, instead of knocking you down, it just stuns you. This is going to be our frontline character, obviously. Although I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time actually using his perspective. I'm probably going to spend most of my time, if I'm clever, on this character. When and where I use Fireball is really going to be the only major decision I have to make with this party. Let's take a look at the tactics here. I don't know why they start out your two casters as aggressive, but you definitely want to switch to ranged, or at least you did in the original. You do not want those casters charging in. I noticed at the first intro movie that we did, my character lost health. He was down to half health, and he had barely been hit. So you're pretty squishy. And then enemy lowest health. This is just a way of getting all your characters to focus fire on the same target. I didn't notice a line for target of main character, but if you had, like, a tank as your main, you would probably use that instead, so that you get everybody focusing on what your tank is focusing on. In this case, my tank is going to be focusing on the enemy with the lowest health, or whoever's attacking Hawke. I want to protect my main caster. The reason I didn't put attacking Bethany in there as well is you could have a situation where he's just bouncing back and forth between who's attacking Hawke, who's attacking Bethany. I didn't want to do that. I figure if I'm going to be controlling her, I'm going to be cutting around with her anyways. But you could add a line for that too. Just enemy attacking Bethany attack. Okay, let's move ahead.
I can do. See.
And we've already leveled up. It looks like the stats are pretty much the same as they used to be for mages. So they've sort of made the spread more attractive. It used to be like for a fighter you'd only put into strength. And I think they've tried to, perhaps unsuccessfully, they've tried to make all the stats more attractive. I think for me, I'm mostly just going to be focusing on magic. Crit is nice, but I'd rather increase my attack value and base damage. I don't think I'm going to take the time to bind, injury kits or anything like that, although I'm a little disappointed to see that they're still in this game. I never really liked the injury mechanic.
Wait, where are we going?
Yeah, does it really matter? I mean, what, are we going to hang out? Just run, bitch. Let's not talk about it.
You can't just wander aimlessly.
Can't just wander aimlessly. Well, do you have a better idea, or do you just want to whine?
We stay alive. That's the only thing we need to worry about right now.
Damn right.
We can go to
Kirkwall? Are you sure that's wise?
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother. I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate. Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
I'm so emo, my farts sound like sighs. Alright, let's get this party started. Is that it? Nice. I'd hate for that to happen to me. The writers just write you off during a cutscene. Yikes. Do not piss off a ginger.
They will not have you. Not while I breathe.
I'll show them what I'm
Just standing there. He's trying to attack, but he can't, so he just sits there.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Now that's an unfortunate name.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Ooh, does it dictate free ice cream for everyone?
The Order dictates.
Ooh, I want strawberry.
Dear, they
But I
say
can't have it, so I'll settle for
Maker
her.
Understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline.
Well, that was a
Mallet.
rapid change
This is
of
my
heart.
husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
I played Dungeons and Dragons too. We've got a paladin in that group as well. They all act the
Strange be
same.
hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was traveling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Bad luck.
Ostagar.
Judgment.
Is Ostagar the battle where the king died? I guess it is.
The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we? Wise girl.
Who asked for your approval? In fact, you know, having it is making me think twice.
You're quick to offer your allegiance.
Another blade between us and the Darkspawn? Yes, please.
I think they're too stupid
So
to
long
be
as the Horde
suspicious
is their first
personally.
concern.
My duty is clear, but that is for another day.
You know, one of the things I liked about the original game, it sort of gives you a party, but it kills a lot of the members early on, and I suspect that's going to happen with these guys. I can't imagine you're going to be hanging out with your sister and mom for the rest of the game. I think all these guys are going to be gone soon. Maybe this Templar, the male one, will hang around. Wesley, although I hope not.
For a while, it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. You didn't see Ostagar.
Because that implies
is
he
just the
did see
start.
Ostagar.
You were there. Yes,
Saw
I see.
Ostagar and this.
Third
Dude's
company,
lucky to be
under
alive.
Captain Varro.
Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated.
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
I really don't like this guy and I want to act like it. But that's not the way a leader would act at this time. Everybody's surviving, they're pissed off. You gotta try and keep things together. Oh, maybe tease him a little bit?
The wrath of the Templars is terrible indeed.
More so their wives. But as long as there is a greater danger, you and I have an accord.
Thank you, Wesley. For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south, that's no way out.
We have no choice. The Darkspawn have us fenced in. We go south.
Why'd it up my rivalry with Carver? Doesn't make any sense. If anything I said would have pissed him off. I really want to make this character two-handed. They were a lot of fun in the original. You could be kind of a tank or a striker. That's a pretty attractive character concept to me. So he's committed now. He's a two-handed warrior. And that means if we give him a shield later on, all of the abilities you put in the two-handed arena will be absolutely useless to you. So she qualifies for a heal. And it just improves your regeneration. It actually doesn't heal you instantly, which is an interesting choice for a game like this. It's like the Templar isn't even an active member of our party. It's just, what is he doing over there?
Such destruction. Maker, forgive us. This should
He's
have
just
been
gone total
prevented.
bitch on us. Oh, it works for me.
Stop.
Sure run fast, don't they?
Let's make this quick!
Hopefully we won't have to use as many potions as in the first game. That got annoying. If you had a difficult fight, you'd be using a potion per round. Yeah, it looks like you gotta lead your target a bit with Fireball. It travels quickly, but the radius is so small, and most importantly, the enemies move so fast that you gotta lead them a little bit. And it doesn't look like the AI is very good at doing that for you. So as usual, we move ahead with our shield bearer. That's just a trick I picked up from the original game. It makes a difference. Your characters don't follow you all that closely. And you don't want to end up with your ranged caster in the middle of a melee if you get ambushed. A caster in the back row. I wonder how costly it will be to have to send in my fighters to attack him first and ignore the enemies that are coming forward. I'm gonna lead with the pommel strike, so he gets off fewer spells. And we're gonna nuke him. Just try and get him down quick, that's the idea here. And he goes down, nice. So I'm gonna rush in here, I think, and get off a Mind Blast. What's going on back here? It's alright, you go ahead, you hang out there, we're gonna split the party.
Quickly, before they regroup, we must press towards the wilds.
And while I kinda don't want to double up with the fireballs, that looks like it's your best choice at this point. It was a really good spell in DA1 too. That AoE knockdown is not to be underestimated. She's completely neutral towards me. Typical.